Hello, and welcome back. Welcome back to Bloodborne. Before we get to the end areas of Mensis and, well, the area after that, there is one more optional area that is actually worth going through. In fact, probably a lot earlier than I actually did. Okay. Okay, thought there was an enemy there, but then there wasn't. How you doing, champ? Aw, you got cutesy little wings. Aw, aren't you purry? Tiny little mouth. Aw. Oh, it thinks it's intimidating. Oh, look at it. Look at me fail to hit it! I'm very good at this video game. Anyway. Don't mind that the tree seems to be moving by itself. It's just the wind. It's just the wind. This is the upper cathedral wall, even further than the grand cathedral section. And here is one of the church's big secrets, which we'll find soon enough. But first, murder! Nope. Thought I had range and then I didn't. Oop. Okay, never mind that. I mean, these guys so much as twitch their nose and they're parrying also. No! Away, child. This is the Orphanage. A very creepy area that is one of those standout optional areas, much the same way Canehurst is. Although Canehurst's whole shtick is that it's like, it's vampire place. This is a little different. It's a little bit more, well, cosmic, as you can tell by all these mini great ones lurching their way over to face, I think. Can't remember if the... No, okay, it's not the moon. I think the lake is in that direction, like the Great Lake that Bergenworth is over, so they're all looming over there. The lake, of course, being associated with the Great Ones. And secrets being covered up by the power of the cosmic... Cosmic beings? Great Ones! Sorry, I'm mixing terms. Cosmic beings is something I'm working on. Okay. Give these crows the big old slap and that should be fine. Crows, please. Sorry, I just need to take a nap after all that. little kid beelining towards me. He's like, I'm gonna get you! I'm gonna get you! That's adorable. Anyway, did I get the lantern? I can't remember if I did. Yes, I think I did. Double check. Okay, I did. Good. That gives us means I don't have to do the trek up here. To get to this place, if you don't know, the lift we took up to get to that, like, central area that goes down to Lower Cathedral Ward and to the Hunter's Workshop. You simply go up. There's a door that's locked where you go get the Radiant Hunter's Badge, and once you get the key from Yahar'gul, you can unlock this area. All good. There's also a lot of brain suckers here. That's less good. Hey there, fuck! Hello! Hello, my butt! Oh well. And he's got some very fancy garb. Actually, it's actually quite a nice bit of garb. Let's have a look. Members of the choir are both the highest ranking clerics in the Healing Church and scholars who continue the work that began at Bergenworth. Together with the left-behind Great One. I wonder if that'll be significant at all. They look to the skies in search of astral signs that may lead them to the rediscovery of true greatness. And like most church sets, they look fancy and they've got some nice stats, but their frenzy resist is absolute trash. Absolute trash. So we'll not be rocking this. It's fancy, but it's no Henrik set. Speaking of which, where is that set? Also got that from the Chalice Dungeons, which should be putting up in conjunction with this. Oh yeah, it was Executioner's Gloves, I forgot. Forgetting my own fashion, what is wrong with me? Henrik, where the fuck? There you are. Oh yeah, and I've got max blood vials and quicksilver bullets, because funny enough, doing the Chalice Dungeons give you shitloads of stuff. It's very good. I'm trying to remember, because there's tons of bloodsuckers. Bloodsuckers? Brainsuckers! It's a different kind of thing. I'm just trying to remember where they all are. Right. Now, what I'm going to do now is very dangerous, but also very useful. So while it does set off a load of these Wolfies... Oh, fuck. Well, don't I feel foolish? I forgot I need a key. I'll come back for that later. But yeah, that opens up the entrance. To where I need to go, that does not open from the side. And I'm just going to walk back like I pretended I knew what I was doing. You also don't have to go this way, but I think, actually, yeah, you don't have to go this way. Why don't we go this way? If you go down that way, you get jumped by an Ooga Booga wolf beast, and he's like, ah! Surprise! And, that's a bit awkward. Oh god, it has been so long, I actually can't remember the route. I think, is it somewhere down here that I need to go? Nope. And there's one of the brainsuckers I've been intending on avoiding. Okay, maybe I should actually address the three wolves in the room. Not quite an elephant, but just as awkward and enormous. Thankfully, very cheesable. Very cheesable indeed. Alright, nice airtime there, buddy. This makes all kinds of sense. This is clearly some old one at work here, making this in any way feasible. These guys drop all of the upgrade chunks bar all the upgrade materials bar the blood rocks, which means that this is a fantastic area for farming. Hence why it's nice to open it up early and ideally as soon as possible. Because then you can +9 everything as early as possible. You alright there, bud? I mean, these sorts of guys are... Ooh, well, speaking of which, these guys are threatening at first when they're like super spammy, super tanky, and you don't really know what you're doing against them. But once you get used to them, not only do you realise how easy they are to just stagger, but also, if you predict when they're going to do their very spammy attacks, you can shoot them. And they get trashed. Now, that's where I want to be. Now, you noticed there is a Wandering Madness down there. It's very fancy, it drops chunks. But at the same time, it also leads you to an unfortunate demise if you're not careful. Thankfully, I can cheat and use magic. Because magic is just cheating in all of the Souls games. You can see Slobby McGee over there. And I employ my arcane knowledge to bullshit attack him. But the worst part of this area is this section over here. I mean, that section is a pain in the ass over here. I might actually go and open this up to go get some of the items, because there's some relatively nice stuff to get. But, All the brainsuckers in here also use their stun magics. They're just infuriating to deal with. So you want to get the drop on them as much as possible because they're infuriating. They're one of those enemies that just locks you in place and stops you doing anything for like so long. Oh crap, he's gonna go over! Oh, surprise, motherfucker! I didn't actually expect him to go that far, but it worked out. It worked out. And there's the blindfold. As you see on the inside of your eyes. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna stick with my top hat. I'm gonna be fancy. And get you some chalice dungeon upgrade materials, as well as this shortcut here, which kind of isn't necessary, but I guess it does save you having to deal with some other garbage. Generally want to open up areas as much as possible, so I guess it's not too shabby. Now, this is the area that's a pain in the ass. Because you have this brainsucker over here, and you have one right at the end of the room down there. Who I think notices you if you... yeah, see? You can't really sneak up on these guys super easy. So you just have to be very careful. Well, you can kind of cheese them like this, so eventually they get either bored or they actually run over to you. So you can kind of take advantage of that. To give them the old slapperoonie. And thankfully I have shitloads of damage. Like, you wouldn't normally want to do what I just did though, because they will just hyper armor through your attack and stun you, and then you get your brain sucked for 5 seconds, and it's very annoying. No fun at all. Oh! In fact, it's this. It's just 5 seconds of just... marvellous. Ich liebe das. Es ist sehr gut. Oh, mehr bitte. Mehr. Oh. There we go. That's the key you need for accessing the boss of this area, who is honestly not a very impressive boss. It's the boss after that boss that's rather notorious. How peculiar. There's just a statue here. Make contact. Huh. Can't imagine where that'd be useful. Ooh, horrible long slender arms. What if Brain Man is Slender Man? That's just a theory. Oh dear. Never actually watched any of their videos, and I don't intend to. It's just a joke. I think that's more or less it. There is one other item, the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge, which I can go and quickly get now that I've cleared this area. Admittedly, there's one thing I want to do first, before I do that. And that is, since I've got the key, I think I can now open the store. Because I don't normally have to go out of my way to open the store. In fact, I think this is mandatory for getting to the boss. But it's also because I want to open that over there. Yep, that's the way to the boss, so that's okay. Right. Now that's done, we can just run straight through here, willy-nilly, and farm to our heart's content. Or rather, that's what I'll be doing, and presumably you'll all be doing something far more productive with your lives. You can take that as sincerely as you wish. Anyway, there's the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge. Which gets you some nice stuff. I mean, nothing super amazing, but you may as well get it since it's here. Gives you more options, like lots of things. Having more options is not necessarily a bad thing. Now, I would ordinarily stop and bank these souls and refill my blood vials, but A, I don't really need to do that at this point because I'm done leveling. Incidentally, these are my stats. Wait! But, this boss does not require that much thought. Watch me say that and then die because, you know, Pinwheel. I certainly remember how Pinwheel went. Anyway. Oh no! It's the Ayla Mouse. How will I cope? Now, the secret to this is that one of these Ayla Mouse is actually the boss. And they keep respawning, so there's not really any point dealing with these guys, but the one you want to get is the one that's sort of hanging back and doesn't really seem aggro to you. Once you find him, and that's it, you're pretty much golden, and you can go ham. If you have any beasthood, this is fantastic for just trashing it. And then it turns into this, which you will not see because he's already dead. That was a boss, ladies and gentlemen. Not particularly a good boss, but a boss nonetheless. Now, you might think, oh, well, it's a dead end now, there's nothing else to do. Doesn't this look strangely familiar? But, I'm actually going to go stop this part and bank some souls, and then we'll press on afterwards. See you then.